Some of the top weather stories that we are following across the nation include changing leaves. We're heading into October this weekend and getting into the time of the year when some locations across the north will reach their peak foliage. It's cool though. We certainly have that fall-like feel in the air, so we'll take a look at some of those chilly morning temperatures and how it's going to continue to stay cool across the northern tier of the nation, and plus an update to the situation in the tropics. But first off, this map coming from SmokyMountains.com shows the fall foliage prediction for October 1st, and noticing that portions of the upper Midwest and into the Northeast will be reaching near peak to peak conditions. And of course, those changing leaves now starting to drop down into the Ohio Valley as well. Out in the Atlantic, of course, we're continuing to monitor Maria, which is a tropical storm, Category 1 Hurricane Lee. Both of those storms are headed away from any land areas back into the Atlantic, so our attention is turning towards South Florida. Certainly doesn't look like anything impressive. It's just a collection of clouds on the satellite here, but it's been given a 40% chance of becoming a tropical cyclone within the next 48 hours. Regardless of that development, though, it's still likely to bring some stormy and wet conditions to portions of the peninsula of Florida, the Bahamas, and into central Cuba in the coming days. The tracks of those storms, of course, headed back out into the Atlantic, so monitoring the situation in Florida. Across the U.S., it's been a very cool start to the day. We've had temperatures in the 30s and 40s in those blue shaded areas, and we'll continue that fall-like feel into the afternoon today. We have a couple fronts that are moving across the northern tier of the nation. One just moving across the Great Lakes down toward the Ohio Valley. That system moving into the northeast. Another one bringing some rain, wind, and even some snow to the upper elevations across the northwest. So 60s and 70s across the northern tier of the nation, 80s and a few 90s across the south.